And you know what is even better than having a shirt with the Luxo ball on it that I can wear underneath my brand new Pixar hoodie? Is having the ball itself. Ben, last week while you were stuck here in Virginia enjoying the hurricane or something, I got the amazing opportunity to visit Pixar Studios in San Francisco, and I got to learn all about Inside Out and their next movie, The Good Dinosaur. And I got so much cool content that I cannot wait to share with you guys. Unfortunately, I am not allowed to reveal any of that information until next week, so today I'm going to explain something else that definitely needs explaining. How the scare floor works. Ben, a couple of months ago, I posted a theory about who is Andy's monster. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend you go watch it right here, because otherwise I'm going to spoil who I think it is in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Randall. Now believe me, there is a ton of evidence to support that. But no matter what, whenever you post a theory online, people are going to try and poke holes in it. See, when I'm writing these theories, I try and imagine as many plot holes as possible, and then I do as much research and homework as I can to fill in all of those holes. And whatever I can't support with hard evidence, I try and give my personal explanation as to why something should still fit into any given theory. But like I said, no matter what, people are going to try and point stuff out, and sometimes you guys bring up really legitimate points that need ironing out. And honestly, that's kind of the fun of this channel and this community, figuring out these little things and making stuff as specific and believable as possible. But what I can't account for is people just not understanding key concepts in the movie. Which brings us to the scare floor, because bar none, the main critique I got on this theory for why Randall can't be Andy's monster is because he's already Boo's monster. Like, duh, Jay, didn't you even see the movie? That was like half the plot. Oh, I've seen the movie. And that is not a valid argument, because each monster, including Randall, scares tons of kids, not just one. Tons of kids would call Randall their monster. I was just baffled by this misunderstanding because it seemed so obvious to me, but I must have had like over 100 people point this out to me. But then I thought about it, and to be fair, most people probably haven't seen Monsters Incorporated the 30 plus times that I have, and it came out in 2001, and the scene that depicts what really happens on the scare floor only lasts for about 60 seconds, so maybe it's unfair of me to expect people to remember the 60 seconds of a movie that maybe they only saw once, possibly 14 years ago. I know, I don't get it either. I saw it twice in theaters. Either way, here's how the scare floor works. Every morning, 13 scarers take their place at their respective station on their scare floor, of which there are a ton. Every single angled building you see here, yeah, that's a scare floor. Actually, given the number of scare floors, what's really crazy is that not just the company's 2 best scarers, but the company's 2 best scarers of all time, well, I guess second and third best, we never really find out who the top scarer of all time was. They don't beat the all-time scare record in the movie before they switch over to laughs, but either way, Sully and Randall end up, the 2 best scarers of all time, right next to each other, on the same floor. I mean, seriously, what are the odds? I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Wait. Once the bell rings, the scarer's assistant slides a card at their station and summons a door from the door warehouse, which houses like a bazillion doors. And the scarer goes through the door to scare the child on the other side. Once they successfully scare the child, their scream energy is captured in these yellow pods. The scarer then retreats back to the scare floor, and their assistant summons a new door. They head back in, scare the child, collect the energy, rinse and repeat until lunch. After each scare, depending on the amount of energy they earn, each monster earns a certain amount of points, which are recorded on the scoreboard. Between scarers, their assistant is adding notes to each child's file. This is the paperwork that Roz is so concerned about throughout the entire film, presumably because they use that data to learn how to more effectively scare children. Additionally, at the beginning of the scene, we get to see a map of the Earth, which shows which region the monsters are scaring that day. The red stripe appears to cover one time zone, so my guess is that each day they move over one zone and scare new kids. This way, each kid only gets a visit from their monster once every 24 days, or actually probably less because over water there wouldn't be any kids to scare. To me, seems like a fairly effective system because kids won't become accustomed to being scared every single night, and in fact it might even increase fear while they wonder if they are going to get scared every night. And that is how the scare floor works. Any questions? Actually, Ben, my question for you and everybody else is, did you ever think there was a monster in your closet or under the bed, anything to that effect? And is there anything specifically you would like to know about the Good Dinosaur? Because starting next week, I probably can fill you in. Let me know down in the towel section below, and I will see you in another life, brother.
These socks are amazing!
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you're not subscribed, please do so, and as always, don't forget to like this video. It really helps us out. Also, I just cannot wait to show you guys all the stuff I learned last weekend. If you're following me on Instagram, you probably saw some of the awesome pictures I got of what I got to see and do while I was out there. But if you're not following me on Instagram, you should go do that, like, right now. At John Carlin. And you should also probably follow Ben while you're at it, at SCB_Ben. I mean, he needs all the help he can get on there. Seriously.